Hello, I'm Beverly Hollins, sometimes known as Canon Beverly, and I am so delighted that in a few days' time I will be joining you all at St Peter's as your rector. I imagine some of you have been wondering what's going on behind the doors of the rectory as Paul and I have been settling in but not coming out. Well, we are still in lockdown conditions, aren't we? So perhaps some of that staying in is justified. I've been having a rest, a much needed rest between one post and another, but I'm looking forward to joining you and getting to know you. Since we can't get to know each other in the normal way, this is an opportunity for me to share a little bit about myself so you know just who it is that is coming to work among you. So, there are things you'll probably already know. You'll know that I've been in the area for some time, that I am your Rural Dean. I've been Rural Dean of Greater Northampton for 4 years and will be continuing for a while yet. And that I have been working in the parishes to the south of the deanery. Rural parishes, looking after the villages of Quinton and Piddington and Hackleton and Horton and Preston Deanery, and the suburb of Hardingstone. I've also been involved in all sorts of other areas of work in the diocese, like curate training and other forms of training and mentoring. And within the mission department, I have done quite a lot of work in supporting mission with children and growth action plans, delivering vision days, all of that sort of thing. I'm a qualified mission and work consultant for the church and enjoy using that skill set when I have the opportunity, particularly in things like running vision days. When I'm not doing work within the church, whether it's in one of my roles in the diocese, I'm chair of the House of Clergy for the Diocese of Peterborough, or as part of General Synod, or in my roles locally, there are other interests that are really important to me. One of the most important things about my background is that I am an ecumenist. I've not been active in ecumenism recently because of the pressure of work, but you'll find that my background is quite strong and extensive in ecumenism. So press that button and I might just get carried away on the subject. And the root of that ecumenism is because I live in an inter-church family. My husband, Paul, is a Catholic, and Paul and I have worked hard to keep Christ as the central focus of our family life and to live as an inter-church family in which the Church of England and the Roman Catholic Church, which are our two churches, are equally important. And we are equally a part of our local church wherever we are. And now it's St Peter's, and our Roman Catholic Church, which for us at the moment is Northampton Cathedral. Our daughters were brought up ecumenically and have developed and grown in a very, very ecumenical context and apply that in their lives. You won't see much of our daughters, but when you do see them, do say hello. They are lovely, friendly people. Our older daughter is a nun. She's actually a novice. She'd correct me on that, in an Anglican order in Wales. And our younger daughter is a modern languages teacher. I'm from a big family, which is scattered across the world, mostly in the south of England, but there's a really important branch in South Africa as well. And when I'm off duty, I enjoy music. I'm a very poor pianist, a bit of a chords guitarist, and love playing the cajon, but mostly I'm a singer. I've had training as a singer and have been in a number of choirs, and my Christian journey starts in a way with choirs. I've also had a go at bell ringing, although I didn't get very far with that. I also really enjoy rugby. It's something in the air in Northampton, isn't it? When my husband and I moved to the town, we found ourselves becoming rugby supporters, and I actively follow and support Northampton Saints and Northampton Casuals. And yes, that does mean I might just be talking about rugby in my sermons. Many apologies to football fans, but for me, the ball has to be oval. I also enjoy sewing, particularly cross-stitch, and other arts and crafts. One of the parts of my story which affects my life is that almost 25 years ago now, I caught a virus, which means that sometimes I do get very tired. And if I catch another bug, it can be amplified because post-viral syndrome, which I was left with after that virus, brings back the original viral symptoms to haunt me when I get another virus. Most of the time you won't even know that that's part of my story, but just occasionally you'll find that I get particularly tired, or that I'm not as well as I might be. Don't worry about me, I just need a bit more rest. For that reason, you'll find that I don't jump up and down and welcome lots and lots of evening meetings. I find that after a certain point in the evening, there's not a lot of energy left. So if you want to catch me at my best, find me in the morning or the early afternoon. This doesn't affect my work or my ability to work. It's just a part of who I am. I love, as a minister, seeing other people flourish. My priorities are around training people and enabling people to engage and widening participation. I'm looking forward to working with you at St. Peter's to see us grow as an intergenerational church, to explore and discover what that means and how we might create that, and share it out across the community, in our homes, in our schools, as well as in the church. For me, an intergenerational church means lots of people participating, of all ages, and enabling one another. So in my care, St. Peter's won't be a church where the rector runs around doing everything and telling you what to do. Rather, I'm going to be looking to draw together a big team of people, in fact, probably lots of teams of people across different disciplines, doing lots of different things and being active across all sorts of old and new opportunities in the church. Jesus encouraged Peter to come to him across the water. It involved taking the most enormous risk, getting out of a boat, walking on water, and all the while Peter focused exclusively on Jesus and thought nothing except answer that invitation, go to Jesus. When he says come and holds out his hand, go to him. All the while Peter focused on that, he could walk on water. Isn't that astonishing? As soon as Peter started thinking about where he was and looking at what was going on around him, of course, he started to sink. We cannot be a church or be the people that God called us to be under our own steam. We have to rely on God. And the thing about relying on God is that, first of all, he asks us to get out of the boat, to take the risk. And even when we think, but I can't do that, or we're thinking, but I don't know what happens next, God still expects us to do it, because the point is we rely on him. My personal theme verse throughout my life has been Proverbs 3 and verse 5. Trust in the Lord with all your heart and do not rely on your own understanding. It's not about what you think or what you think you know. It's about what God has in mind. Trusting him, depending on him and relying on him. As we respond together to his call to come to him at his pace, taking rest because he commanded us to, we together will discover what it means to walk on water and become the people he means us to be. That's incredibly exciting, and I'm really looking forward to getting out of the boat with you. May God bless you and protect you